Hello everyone. Today's topic is business models, part 1. A business model is a strategic blueprint that explains how a company creates, delivers, and captures the values. It outlines the way a business operates, generates revenue, and sustains itself in a competitive market. And here there are the key aspects of a business model. The first is value creation. A business must provide a product or service that meets a specific customer need, and this could be through innovation, convenience, cost effectiveness, or superior quality. Second is value delivery. Once the value is created, the business must ensure that it reaches the target customers efficiently, and this includes distribution of channels, that is online retail stores and the direct sales, then marketing and branding strategies, customer relationships and support. Third key point or key aspect is the value capture, that is the revenue model. This defines how the business earns money from its operations, and the common revenue models includes subscription based, that is such as Netflix, Spotify. Then you have pay per use like Uber electricity billing. Then you have freemium, that is basic service free, premium features paid, like example is LinkedIn. Then you have advertising based, that is the Google or the YouTube. So here next is organizational and the financial structure. So here a business model, it also includes how the company structures its operations and the finances, such as cost structure. Then you have key resources and activities and partnerships and alliances. That is, you will be having a fixed and variable costs such as rent, salaries, and the production expenses, and the technology, supply chain, workforce, and you will be having the intellectual property, etc. And you will be having partnerships and alliances like collaborations with the suppliers, investors, or other businesses. Examples include e-commerce, subscription, service, on-demand platforms, and the franchises. Next, you have basic building blocks, okay, of a business model. So here the building blocks of a business model, it defines how a company operates, creates value, and sustains profitability. Each component plays a very important or crucial role in shaping the business strategy. So the first is value proposition. It is a unique, the unique value a money offers to its customers, and it defines what makes the product or service different and valuable. Example is Apple's iPhones offer a premium design, security, and seamless ecosystem. Second is a market segment. The specific group of customers the business targets. Okay, so it is a specific group of customers which are business targets, and the businesses must identify their ideal customers based on the demographics, behaviors, and the needs. Example is Netflix targets the entertainment lovers with personalized content. Third is value chain structure. This is a sequence of activities that a company performs to deliver value. This includes sourcing materials, production, distribution, and customer service. Example here is Amazon's value chain includes warehousing, logistic, and customer support. Then next is the competitive strategy. Here it defines how a business differentiates itself from its competitors. Strategies include cost leadership, that is the low prices, then differentiation, that is unique products, or niche focus. Example here is a Tesla. It differentiates through innovation in electrical vehicles. Then next you have position in the value network. Here it defines how a company interacts with the suppliers, partners, and the distributors in order to enhance its business. And a strong value network improves efficiency and the market reach. Example here are the Starbucks partners with coffee farmers for sustainable supply chain. Then you have revenue generation and the margins. So here it is like the methods by which a company earns revenue and maintains the profitability, and this includes the pricing strategies and the incomes. So, and the income sources. Example here are the Google will earn the revenue primarily through the ads and the cloud services. Okay. Then you have cost structure. So here the expenses in these are the expenses which are involved in the running the business, including the fixed and the variable cost. The fixed cost may be the rents or the salaries, and the variable cost may be materials and the shippings. Example here is the airlines which have high fuel and maintenance cost. Okay. Then you have revenue. Revenue, it is the total income from the product sales, services, or the other business activities. Example is Spotify will earn the revenue from both the subscription and the ads. Then you have resources. These are the key assets which are required to operate, such as technology, human resources, intellectual property, and the financial capital. So example here is the Microsoft's key resource is its software development expertise. Then last one is the activities. Here these are the core operations and the processes that will derive the business, such as the product development, marketing, and the logistics. Example is Zara. It focuses on fast fashion production and the retail expansion. So these are the basic building blocks of a business model. Now we will see what is value proposition. It is not preposition, it is proposition. Okay, here E, it should come O, proposition. So the value proposition, it is a key component of a business model that defines the unique value a company delivers to its customers. And it explains why customers should choose a product or service over competitors. And this value, it can be based on various factors that fulfill the customer needs, solve the problems, or improve their experience. There are two types of value propositions. First is the quantitative, which is measurable, and it is tangible benefits. You will be having the tangible benefits. And the second is the qualitative value. Here you will be having emotional and experience driven benefits. So coming to the quantitative value, here it offers like a low prices than competitors, and it provides a superior quality, then speed or efficiency, then it helps the customers to save money over the time. Okay, so here here you will be having energy efficient appliances which reduces the electricity bills. Then you have budget airlines, then discount retailers, and also we will be having here fast internet services, high speed processors in the smartphones. Second is the qualitative value, where the design is very unique and aesthetic, and it is the products are very appealing. Example is Apple's sleek product designs. Then here personalization of the products or the services to individual customer, it needs customization. Then you have customer experience, where enhancing interactions and satisfaction, that is, it will enhance the interaction and the satisfaction of the customers. And then in order to create the trust, loyalty, and prestige, here they will design a brand. Okay, so example here is luxury brands like Rolex or the Louis Vuitton. Next, you have market segment in a business model. So a market segment refers to the different groups of customers or organizations that a business aims to serve. And the businesses must identify and target the right customer segments to effectively deliver value and generate the revenue. So the types of customer segments are the mass market, then niche market, segmented, diversified, multi-sided markets. Okay. So mass market, here the business target a large broad audience with similar needs, and products are standardized and appeal to many customers. Then example here is the Coca-Cola. Okay. Then you have Apple phones, Amazon's. Second is a niche market where it focuses on a specialized small group with specific needs, and it requires tailored products and the services. Example here is the luxury watches like Lorex. Then you have professional cameras like Leica and organic food brands. Then next comes the segmented, where the business serves multiple customer groups with slightly different needs, and the product variations or personalized services are provided. Example here is the banks offering different financial products for students. Then you have diversified. Next point is the diversified, that is the next type. Here the company serves entirely different and unrelated customer groups, and it requires different value propositions for each segment. And example here is the Amazon's e-commerce. Then you have cloud computing with AWS, and here you have another example is the Tata Group, that is the automobiles, hotels, IT services. Then you have multi-sided markets, where it serves two or more interdependent customer groups, and one segment benefits from the presence of the other. Example here is the Google with users and the advertisers. Okay. So here, why this market segmentation matters, that is why it is important, because it helps the businesses which target the customers efficiently, and also enables better product development and marketing strategies, and it increases profitability by catering to customer specific needs. Next, you have value chain structure in a business model. So here the value chain structure, it consists of three key resources and activities a business needs in order to create and deliver its value proposition to the customers. So the first one is the key resources. So here these are essential assets for a company in order to operate successfully, and they can be physical, intellectual, human, financial. Okay. So here the physical resources are nothing but the factories, offices, equipments. Then you have distribution of networks. For example, you have Tesla's gigafactories. Then second is the intellectual, where you will be having patents, then brands, proprietary knowledge and customer data. Example is the Google search algorithms. Then you have human, where the skilled employees are there, then designers, engineers, or customer support teams will be there. Example is Apple's R&D team. Then you have financial, where the cash reserves, then loans, venture capital and revenue streams are there. Here example is the startups raising funds from investors. And here the key resources can be owned by the company. Okay, for example, like Amazon's warehouses, and leased from other providers like airlines leasing aircraft, and acquired from the key partners like Apple sourcing chips from the TSMC. Then you have key activities. Key activities like these are the core business functions which are needed to create and deliver the value, and these include production, problem solving, and the platform or the network. So production here, manufacturing goods or developing the services takes place. For example, you have Samsung producing smartphones. Then you have problem solving, where it provides the solutions through consulting, R&D or innovation. Example is IBM offering AI driven business solutions. Then you have platform network, platform or the network, where it manages and optimizes the digital platforms and the networks. For example, you have Facebook maintaining its social media platform. So here these will ensure efficient use of resources to maximum value, and it helps in cost optimization. Okay. And competitive advantages. Then it strengthens the business operations and the customer satisfaction. Next is the revenue generation and margins in a business model. So here the revenue generation, it is an important building block of a business model, and it refers to how a company earns money from different customer segments, and it determines the profitability and sustainability of a business. So the types of revenue streams are transaction revenues and the recurring revenues. Okay, so in transaction revenues, one-time payments for products or services will be done, that is buying smartphone, paying for a taxi ride. And recurring revenues, ongoing payments for continuous accesses to a product or a service will be done, like example is Netflix subscriptions, then gym memberships. So here uh, there are various ways to generate the revenue. So the the first one is asset sales. Okay, that is selling ownership of a product, for example car, electronics, or the real estate. Then you have subscription fees. Okay, so here charging customers, it is charging the customers periodically for continuous access, like you have Netflix. Then you have usage fees. Usage fees, it is charging based on the level of service used, like mobile data plans, cloud storage. Then you have leasing, or the renting, where you allow the temporary use of product for a fee, that is the rental cars or the spaces. Then you have licensing, that is charging for the right to use intellectual property. Then you have brokerage fees, earning commissions for connecting buyers and sellers. And then you have advertising, where you generate revenue by displaying ads like YouTube, on YouTube and the Google Ads. Then there are you have types of pricing models. The first one is the fixed pricing, that is set prices. Then you have dynamic pricing. Fixed pricing is nothing but you set the prices that do not change based on the demand or the customers, like rental prices in the supermarkets. Then you have dynamic pricing, where the prices will fluctuate based on the factors like demand, competition, or the customer behavior. Example is airline tickets, then ride sharing apps. Then you have position in value network. So here a company's value proposition is not only shaped by its internal capabilities but also by its value network, and the system of, that is the system of suppliers, partners, and alliances that contribute to delivering value to customers. Okay, so here the role of the value network is first is the suppliers and the partners. Then you have strategic partnership and the alliance. Okay, so now why this business forms the partnerships? Because the first point is to optimize the business models, that is to improve efficiency and reduce the operational cost. For example, outsourcing manufacturing to a specialized firm. Then you to expand into new markets through joint ventures or the distribution agreements. Then next point is to reduce the risks, where there is a sharing of risk in uncertain environments, that is airlines forming alliances to share routes. Then reducing the dependencies on a single supplier by diversifying the source strategies. The third point is to acquire the resources, that is in order to gain access to technology, expertise, or distribution channels that would be costly or time consuming to develop internally. That is example is startups partnering with large firms for funding and expertise. Then you have competitive strategy. So competitive strategy is a company's plan to achieve an advantage over its rivals in the market, and it helps business stand out, attract the customers, and ensure long-term success. The three generic competitive strategies are cost leadership, that is competing on price. Then you have differentiation, that is competing on uniqueness. You have focus or niche strategy, that is competing in a small market. So cost leadership, it aims to be the lowest cost producer in the industry, and it is achieved through efficient production and economics of scale and the cost cutting. Then example is the Walmart, which offers low prices by optimizing supply chains and bulk purchasing. Then you have differentiation, where it focuses on the on providing unique products or services that customers value. And here differentiation can be based on the design, technology, quality, customer service, or the brand. Example here is the Apple. It differentiates through premium designs, innovation, and the strong brand quality or the loyalty. Then you have focus strategy, where it targets a specific market segment rather than the mass market. And it can be achieved through the cost leadership or the differentiation with the niche. And example here is the Rolex. It focuses on the luxury watch segment, and it offers exclusivity and the craftsmanship. Now, what is the need for new business models for the IoT? So the Internet of Things, it is transforming industries by connecting the devices, generating the data, and automating the processes. So this shift, it has created new business opportunities, and also it presents challenges that require innovative business models. So here the IoT, it has to the impact of IoT on business is, it has increased the business opportunities, and it has efficient processes. Then it has enhanced asset utilization, and also it increased the productivity. And the challenges in the IoT business adoption are like diversity of the objects, where a wide variety of IoT devices will require standardization and the integration. Then you have immaturity of the innovation, that is, many IoT solutions are still evolving, leading to uncertainty. Then you have unstructured ecosystems, where the IoT involves multiple stakeholders requiring better coordination. And the key requirements for IoT business models are the ecosystem level approach, where IoT businesses must look beyond their company and consider their entire network, including suppliers, partners, and the regulators. Then, second is complex value stream visualization, where the business model should define how value flows across the entire IoT ecosystem. And next is the stakeholder centric value proposition. Here, it must benefit all the key stakeholders, including the users, customers, and the partners. Then comes the data as an asset, the last requirement, where the IoT generated data, it should be leveraged for insights, innovations, and monetization beyond the primary product or the service. So this was about the business models for IoT. Thank you.